was really cool about South Africa, this trip last year, was seeing all of these animals live in person. I think the only one we didn't see was the rhino, which they're protected. You would have to go to a rhino sanctuary to see them. But this is the crispest bill. This is the $10 rand. You hear how crispy that is? And there's a rhino in the back. contribution to my wealth. How many are left? We have quite a bit here. 2, 3, 4. From small beginnings come great things. I embrace and cherish every contribution to my wealth. Oh, we're almost done. Oh, we should add a mantra for the dollars, huh? Let's see. Every dollar I touch brings value to my life. I trust the process and the journey of wealth. Oh, that was a nickel. I don't know how these dimes and nickels got in here. I only like the quarters. Alright, every dollar I touch brings value to my life. I trust the process and the journey of wealth. Sometimes that fear can get in the way of rational decision making when it comes to our finances. So it's important that we stay grounded. And staying grounded can be something as simple as doing some mindfulness activities where you just count money. Counting money is good for you. Even if you're counting the same amounts over and over again. Alright, let's see how much we have left. We're getting down to the bottom now, guys. Scraping the bottom of the pouch here for the final quarters. Okay, that's all of it. Let's see. 2, 3, 4. Oh, if we had one more quarter, we would have another dollar. So remind me to shake my husband down again. Get those pockets. Let's see how many we have. Remember, every dollar I touch brings value to my life. I trust the process and the journey of wealth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Oops, that one only had 4. 23, 24, 25, 26, $27. Wow, $27. Alright, we're gonna put all of these dollars back in the pouch for safekeeping during this economic recession. As I'm dropping this money into the pouch, think about and visualize money coming into your account. Maybe you have an e-commerce store and you have sales. Just visualize money coming into your account for your side hustle or your side business or even your full-fledged business. Whatever you have, just visualize money coming into your Now, let's get into some books here that we can read during this economic recession. We have the Institutional ETF Toolbox by Eric Balchunas. He was a guest on the Come Up series. So, this is a hardback book. This is from the Bloomberg's Financial Series. Let's open it up. Flip through the pages. And let's find something to read. Let's see. I want to find something about, maybe we can look in the preface. Yes, there are 12 chapters in this book. Let's see. As I'm flipping through the pages, I want to find something that kind of talks about ETFs. Here's a good chapter. Chapter 1. Why are ETFs so popular? ETFs stand for Exchange Traded Funds. Think of it as like a basket of stocks that are related to each other, whether it's a theme or it's an industry. So let's read. This is on page 3 of his book. They say that as a customer, you can only get 2 of these three things: fast, good, cheap. If it's fast and good, it isn't cheap. If it's good and cheap, it isn't fast. And if it's cheap and fast, well, it probably isn't that good. Turns out, I have found 2 things that prove this wrong: Vietnamese restaurants and exchange traded funds, also known as ETFs. Those are 2 times when fast, good, and cheap all did to exist in a wonderful harmony. This might be a book worth reading, especially as we prepare for an economic recession. Up next, we have Technical Analysis Explained by Martin J. Bring. This is a softback. It's a thick book, but it breaks down technical analysis in a way that makes it easy to understand, at least in my experience. And it also comes with a study guide. And in the study guide, there's quizzes that help you kind of grasp the main learning points for each section. So let's see, maybe we can find some. The preface. There is no reason why anyone cannot make a substantial amount of money in the financial markets, but there are many reasons why many people will not. As with most endeavors in life, the key to success is knowledge and action. This book has been written in an attempt to shed some light on the internal workings of the markets and to help expand the knowledge component, leaving the action to the patience, discipline, and objectivity of the individual investor. So there's another book that we can look to in an economic recession, actually year-round, but if you want to learn technical analysis, this is the 5th edition, so there may be a newer edition out there, so be sure to get the latest one. Up next, we got this heavy one called Options as a Strategic Investment by Lawrence G. McMillan. Here's a hardback, and there's a lot of pages in this book. Let's find something to read. at which the stock may be bought or sold is the exercise price, also called the strike price. In the listed options market, exercise price and strike price are synonymous. A stock option affords this right to buy or sell for only a limited period of time. Thus, each option has an expiration date. Throughout the book, the term options is always understood to mean listed options. That is, options traded on national option exchanges where a secondary market exists. Unless specifically mentioned, over-the-counter options are not included in any discussion. There are 4 specifications uniquely describing any options contract: the type, whether it be a put or a call, the underlying stock name, the expiration date, and the strike price. As an example, an option referred to as XYZ July 50 call is an option to buy a call 100 shares normally of the underlying XYZ stock for $50 per share. The option expires in July. The price of a listed option is quoted on a per share basis, regardless of how many shares of stock can be bought with the option. Thus, if the price of the XYZ July 50 call is quoted at $5, buying the option would ordinarily cost $500 because $5 times 100 shares equals $500 plus any commissions. So if you want to learn more about options, check out the rest of the videos on this channel. There are so many videos about options. But if you want to read more, feel free to get this book, Options as a Strategic Investment. And it also has a study guide as well. And that way you can quiz yourself on what you've learned. Now, one of my other top tips for preparing for an economic recession is to conserve electricity. So you need to go to the Home Goods, you need to take it on down to the TJ Maxx, to the Ross, wherever, and go to the candle section. I recently The second